And welcome back to my channel. Today we're starting off Halloween on my channel with a two-faced clown. I kind of wanted to hit two birds with one stone and create a kind of double tutorial where you could do either or you could do exactly what I'm doing. In light of everything that's been happening over the world with the clowns, I thought it was appropriate. So we're just applying latex and then tissue over the top, making sure you've only got one ply over it and not triple ply. So I'm just popping that over the top and then repeating the process a few times till we get a bit of a layer of latex and tissue across half the face. So you want to make sure that they are drying in between steps, and you're repeating this, I think I did about 3 times, just so we get a bit of texture in there. So we want to cut it open and have a realistic cut happening, and that's probably the best option to do it is with latex and tissue. So we're starting off with the more glam side of the clown. I'm using my Fit Me foundation because it is my most flawless one I own, and then going in with the Maybelline Master Conceal underneath. So I'm pretty much doing what I would do on a regular glam basis. Then of course setting the under eye concealer with my Australis banana powder because it looks so amazing on top of the Master Conceal. And then for the rest of my face I'm using my Australis Fresh and Flawless, which has a really awesome coverage and colour to it. Contouring using the Maybelline contour palette. I love the contour shade in this. It is my new favourite. It is the most perfect shade. Then we're using a L'Oreal blush on the cheeks and blending that up and back. Going with the sleek Solstice palette to add a pop of highlight. You can go absolutely to town with highlight when it comes to Halloween, so I did. Then we're using the NYX Micro Brow Pencil to fill in the brows. Now this side of the face is very dainty and pretty, so we're doing kind of like a diamond shape over the eyes, and we're going to end up filling that in with the Australis Metallix, the gold shade. But I didn't think it was popping enough, so I went in with a Revlon glitter stick. Of course, putting on some false lashes. These are just some cheapies that look like the Red Cherry 43s, and then applying some yellow dots above and below the diamond for a little bit of colour. Then we're going in for the lips. I wanted this to be a little bit less dramatic than the normal clown is, something still very dainty and pretty like I said earlier, so it's very, very basic. And that is the glam clown done, and now for the fun part. We're going to start cutting open our center cut. So I was using a blunt skewer to make the initial incision into the cut so that I don't actually cut myself. So if you do this, please be really careful and don't just shove a pair of scissors in there because you will cut yourself. So opposite to the other side of the face, we're going to apply the clown white very roughly and all over the place, and then for the brows I'm doing just a stick thin black line, and then using that same liner to go around my eyes. I do go back in later quite heavily and smudge it out. And instead of a big red nose, we're just going in for a very small one so it doesn't get in the way of the cut, which is the main point. Then for the lips, we're going to add a little bit bigger than the other side because we want it to be a bit more harsh and dramatic, and then we're also going to smudge that out later. And then because he's looking a little bit too perfect, I went in with a makeup wipe to kind of smudge off a little bit of that white, because the creepiest ones always have just this crusty, disgusting, sweaty skin and it looks so scary. So that's what I wanted to achieve. And then also just etching in a few little wrinkles and just a red line down the entire center of the eye. I thought that was just the creepiest way to do it. So we want this guy to look as worn as possible, so we're going in with a spoolie and just messing up that red line as if he's been wearing it for days. So starting on the big cut down the face, I'm initially going to start out with some black to add a little bit of depth. For most of this I'm just using a cream makeup. Then going in with a dark red to add some irritation around the edges, and I'm just going to go in and smudge that out using my finger afterwards. So I wanted the cut to look a little bit old, not as fresh, so we're just going in with a bit of a dark purple to make it look a little bit bruised, irritated, and like he's starting to get infected. Then going in with my favourite product to play with, this Scab Blood by Nye. Just using my little stick to apply that in the crevices of the cut. Sorry if I'm using really weird tools and like makeup and stuff like that. I wasn't actually at my house when I filmed this, so I had to like heavily improvise, so that's why I'm using, you know, like cooking skewers. And because this guy's a bad guy, I wanted to make it look like he just like ate someone's face off. So going in with some fresher looking blood around the lips. I started out small and I ended up going to town on it, so it kind of ended up half just everywhere, you know how it is. So that is the end of the face makeup. So all I wanted to do afterwards just pop on a wig, because I'm just having so much fun with wigs right now and I feel like it just added a little bit of a creepy touch. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Please let me know if you try either one side of the face or both sides. I thought it was highly appropriate seeing as what's going on in the world right now. But if you enjoy, please give it a big thumbs up and also subscribe, and I'll see you in my next Halloween tutorial. Bye!